Hey, what up, guys? I got a review for you today for a Vestron title I just checked out called Maximum Overdrive. Just came out last week or the week before, I think. And this was actually one of the very few Vestron titles that was available pretty much all over. This was actually cheaper than Amazon had it at both Best Buy and Walmart. I think you can still get this at Best Buy. I don't think Walmart stores still carry it, but I'm pretty sure Best Buy still does. Should be 25 bucks still. And when Vestron titles first came out, I remember seeing Blood Diner and Chopping Mall at Best Buy, and I bought them both there. But ever since those two titles, they haven't had any Vestron titles in store as far as Sarasota, Florida goes around me. They just haven't had any Vestron titles in stores, so I jumped at the chance that they actually had this available to pick up in store pretty cheap for a Vestron title. And I was really shocked too, because I feel like this is one of the more hyped up releases, only because this movie was actually out of print for a long time. Like, I think you could still get the DVD pretty cheap, and I know they had it double featured with an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie of all things, but it was, I think it was out of print for a decent little bit, so Vestron decided to put it out on Blu-ray. I was pretty hyped for it because I'm actually building up my Stephen King collection. I'm trying to get pretty much most Stephen King titles out. There's a few more I got to get, and this was one of them. I never had it. I had seen it back in the day, years and years and years ago. My mom was like a huge AC/DC fan, so she was kind of a fan of this movie. She had the soundtrack and everything when I was a kid, but it had been so long since I've seen this, I barely remembered anything. But essentially, a comet is kind of we're in the path of this comet's tail or whatever, and I think it was called a Rhea M or something like that. We were in the tailwind of this comet, and it was kind of making all these, pretty much all electronics and machines kind of malfunction and kind of kill people. So you have a lot of sentient cars rolling around, insane amount of trucks rolling around that are just have minds of their own, just multiple things. I mean, there's a turkey cutter that goes haywire and fucks this woman up, and there's this lawnmower that actually fucking tears shit up, and it's one of the most badass scenes in the whole movie. You see like this really suburban town, everything looks nice, but just this mangled, bloody lawnmower, and it was really cool seeing it. And one of my favorite scenes also is there's what the hell are they called, steamrollers or something, or I don't know what it's called, but this big ass roller comes busting through and runs this kid over, and it doesn't shy away. Like, it shows everything about it. But anyways, back to the plot. All these machines are going haywire and whatever, and they kind of lock this group of people, Emilio Estevez being one. His eyes are like really bloodshot. Like, he looked pretty gone in this whole movie. He had to have been messed up on something. But you have Emilio Estevez, the girl who does the voice of Lisa Simpson, her newly husband. There's Pat Hingle, and there's a few other people too in this diner or whatever, like a gas station diner, and they're pretty much being held captive in this thing by this renegade group of these sentient trucks and all that. So it is kind of like a singular place movie, but there's other stuff going on. And that's the general storyline. These machines are just killing people, going into maximum overdrive. As the main lead woman, she has like a line in it that has the title in it, and it's pretty cheesy. But it's a really fun movie. It's really goofy. Like, I don't think this was meant to be taken really seriously. And what's crazy is this has the theatrical trailer, which was like Stephen King standing there talking, and with this truck in the background, he's saying, "Oh, I'm gonna scare the hell out of you, I promise," blah blah blah. And I thought that was a really interesting choice for a trailer, only because this movie isn't really scary. I don't think it was ever meant to be scary. I mean, that's just a vibe I got. I thought it was a really odd choice for a trailer. But yeah, that's where I'll say right off the bat, I have a blast with the movie. I think it's a whole lot of fun. The rewatchability is really amazing. I think the soundtrack is off the chain. I like the sound that happens too whenever a machine's about to kill somebody. The transfer looked amazing. No complaints on the transfer. It looked solid all through and through. Now, this is where this release truly shined. It's loaded with new features. It has audio commentary with the writer and author of Hollywood, Stephen King, an audio commentary with comedian Jonah Ray and a Blumhouse executive Ryan Turek, which is kind of cool. If I listen to a documentary, it'll probably be with that one. Interviews, Truck Stop Tales, a new interview with producer Martha De Laurentiis, which I'm assuming is either a sister or a wife to Dino De Laurentiis, because they make a point of it to point out this is a Dino De Laurentiis release. Rage Against the Machines, an interview with actress Laura Harrington, who's like the main lead actress. Honeymoon Horrors, interviews with actor John Short and actress Yeardley Smith. This was a cool extra here. Maximum Carnage, an interview with makeup effects creator Dean Gates. And that's kind of the standout special feature for me too, because that's where this movie shines, my opinion, is the effects. Like, there's just a lot of interesting, cool things going on with it, and there's a lot of stuff in it where where it's like I didn't think they would go there. They don't kind of shy away, and there's one scene in particular that's kind of representative of the actual theatrical poster. Like, there's a scene where you see this truck and the whole grill's all bloody, and you see these bike handlebars sticking out of the grill and everything. It looks really badass. So there's that interview with the effects creator. A Kid in King's Court, an interview with actor Holder Graham. The Wilmington Factor, I look back at the filming of Maximum Overdrive with the production crew. Who Made Who, an interview with filming of Maximum... Hold on. Who Made Who, an interview with Murray Englehart, co-author of Maximum AC/DC. And he pretty much gives you a little history on AC/DC and how their career was kind of going down a little bit, and then this movie kind of jumped their career up a little bit, solely based on the Who Made Who single. So that was kind of cool. Goblin Resurrectus, the restoration of the Happy Toys Goblin, behind-the-scenes footage, still gallery, theatrical trailer, and TV spots. So yeah, this thing's loaded. I was shocked how good of a job they've done. It's one of my favorite Vestron releases for sure. So if you find this at Best Buy for $25, it's a no-brainer to pick this thing up. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.